ElectraCast.
Welcome to the Congressional Record Daily Digest, where we bring you all the previous day's U.S. legislative proceedings in 4 minutes or less. In today's episode, we bring you the Congressional Record for July 16th, 2026.
The Senate introduced 24 bills and one resolution covering a wide range of national priorities while continuing work on healthcare, judicial nominations, military leadership, and federal agency oversight. One of the day's most significant actions centered on Medicare, where senators voted against advancing a resolution that would have overturned a new Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services rule, establishing prior authorization requirements for certain Medicare services. As a result, the rule remains in place, affecting Medicare beneficiaries, healthcare providers, hospitals, and the agency responsible for administering the program. The Senate also continued reshaping the federal judiciary. Senators advanced the nomination of Cara Marie Westerkamp to the United States Court of International Trade by ending debate on her nomination and began considering Benjamin M. Flowers for the United States Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit, setting up a procedural vote for the following week. In addition, the Senate confirmed 5 new members of the United States International Trade Commission, strengthening the body responsible for resolving trade disputes and enforcing international trade laws that affect American manufacturers, exporters, importers, and consumers. Military leadership was another major focus. The Senate confirmed more than 160 senior military officers across the Air Force, Army, Marine Corps, Navy, and Space Force, ensuring continued leadership throughout the armed services. Committees also examined several key executive branch nominees, including candidates to lead the Transportation Security Administration, the Department of Labor, the Department of the Treasury, the Department of Justice, and several diplomatic posts. Other committee actions advanced legislation involving Western water infrastructure, Alaska Native communities, river restoration projects, and energy development, affecting local governments, tribal communities, farmers, and regional water users. The House introduced 51 public bills and one resolution, while focusing much of its legislative work on veterans and federal research. Lawmakers overwhelmingly passed legislation naming the Department of Veterans Affairs multi-specialty clinic in Marietta, Georgia, after Colonel Michael H. Boyce, honoring his military service and preserving his legacy for veterans and the local community. The House also continued debate on the Take Care of America's Veterans Act, a broad proposal designed to improve veterans' benefits and strengthen the administration of the Department of Veterans Affairs. Although the bill was not brought to a final vote, the House narrowly rejected an effort to send it back to committee, allowing consideration to continue. The legislation could have significant impacts on veterans, military families, and the delivery of health care and benefits through the Department of Veterans Affairs. In committee, the House advanced the fiscal year 2027 budget resolution without amendment, moving the annual federal budget process forward. Members also reported legislation supporting nucleic acid screening research and the development of next-generation geothermal energy technologies, initiatives intended to strengthen medical research, biotechnology, clean energy innovation, and long-term energy security. Those were the key activities of July 16, 2026 in the U.S. Congress.
Subscribe to receive daily or rate and review so others can find us as well. Thanks for tuning in to the Congressional Record Daily Digest. This has been an ElectraCast media production. Executive producers are Mark Netter and Peter Rafelson. Music by Peter Rafelson. Produced and edited by Nicholas Mrla.
ElectraCast.